Hello everyone, and welcome back to Bitcoin Tips. So today I'm going to be doing the final part of the Building a Mining Rig in 2021 video series. But before we get into the video, I want to ask you to make sure to hit the like button to help out the YouTube algorithm in recommending this video for more people, so more people can learn about cryptocurrency mining. So let's get into the video today. So if you missed the first two parts, the first video was going over the different components that I had purchased for the mining rig. The second video was showing putting it all together, and then this video is going to be talking about the final speeds, overclocks, power, and I will be showing the 3D printed mining frame that I finished up yesterday, and how the final computer turned out and looks, as well as just kind of talking about a little bit of the 3D printing process for the case. So we are in HiveOS, that is what I am using to mine. I am currently using ETH Miner mining to the Hivon pool. If you're new to the channel, that is a switch that I've just recently made, and I am doing usually 1 to 2 live streams a week of the mining stats, so make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can watch those and see the different stats throughout the days. But those are the miners that I'm using, and the new rig, of course, if you missed the first video, has the RX 580, 8GB, two 1660 Ti's, and one 1060 6GB. Now this was a mix of graphics cards that I had from the old rig, as well as one of the 580s that came off of the new rig when there was some power issues. I will eventually be able to put a third 1660 in here, but I'm not sure when that will be, so we'll have a total of 5 cards on this rig, and if you remember from the first video, it is compatible with up to 6. So here are the overclocks that I have. I really like HiveOS because it allows me to mix RAM. You can see I have 8 gigs of RAM here, I have 6, and a little bit more than 6. So that was really nice, and it allows me to overclock each card individually and not have to worry about overlapping or anything like that. So over the past few weeks, I've been tuning it and getting it to this state here where it's pretty stable. I did have a GPU error here yesterday, or earlier today. Not exactly sure why, but it seems to be running fine right now. It's been going for just over 4 hours. But you can see I'm getting 30.26 mega hashes on this 580, and I can probably get a little bit more, but as of right now, this is running stable, so I don't really want to mess with it too much. In my opinion, I'd rather have it be stable and lose out on, 1 or 2 mega hashes than have it be a little bit problematic and get those extra mega hashes. That's my personal opinion, just because I'm not always around to maintain it. This is not my full-time job, so I would rather have it be stable and all of that. But then I have about 27.5 mega hashes on each of the 1660s and 18.79 on the 1060. Again, I had this up right about 20, but it was way too unstable, so I've had to knock it down a little bit, which prevents the machine from restarting, crashing, not even mining. So that's kind of what I did there. But definitely cool. You can see here they are using 75 watts each for the 1660s, 83 for the 580, and 90 for the 1060, for an all-in, with the motherboard and all of that, of about 450 to 500 watts, which I'm really, really happy with. The tuning with the power limits and all that was really good. I have these locked right at pretty much their minimums, and then the 580 is just kind of doing its own thing, which is fine with me. But so this is kind of the overclocks, what it looks like. I'm getting an all-in total of 104 mega hashes, and you can see that that's pretty stable, 104 to 104.1. You can see this is where I had that issue earlier today, but doing really, really well. I'm really happy with this. Temperatures are great. 54 is the max temperature, and 45 is the lowest, just because this one's on the outside getting the fresh air. But yeah, so what I'll do now is we'll go ahead and finish up the screen recording section. I'll talk about the case, the final build, show it off, and that'll probably be it for the video, but let's go ahead and take a look at the computer itself. Okay, so before we get into the video here with the computer, I do just want to show off the 3D printer that I use. This is the Geeetech A10M, which allowed me to 3D print the mining frame, and I did use this red PLA 1.75 millimeter plastic. So we'll go ahead and move over and take a look at the computer, but all of the parts for the case was printed off of this. Okay, so it is in a corner here, so it's a little bit tight, but you can see here we have our 3D printed case. Each of these pieces here, like this bar, this little one, the corner pieces, all of these were printed as separate pieces. And what we did is I just used some computer screws from a kit that I had. It printed with the holes to screw them in together right there, which was really, really nice. The only thing I'm not too happy with is, as you can see, the motherboard's a little bit crooked, but, you know, just pushing on it a little bit would get it to stand up. Once I do move this to its final location, I will fix that, but for now, it's still sitting on the motherboard box, and I do have a couple of these fan, you know, boxes. They were the box to the fans underneath it, just to prevent any, you know, shorting or anything like that. I would say this is definitely not the best setup, and I know that, but hey, it's working great for me. I have the power supply right here, getting its power. It is being monitored with the power thing right there, which is nice, and you can see the 4 GPUs, which is the 580, 1060, and two 1660s right there. So, definitely really cool. You know, this whole frame here maybe cost about $10 in filament. So if you have a 3D printer and are trying to get into mining, I will link this in the description below for the STL files. It did take quite some time to print and some testing and stuff, but you know, for about $10 in filament compared to, you know, 70 to, you know, multiple hundreds of dollars for the cases and frames out there right now, I'll take this any day. It's a little bit of a DIY project, which, hey, what isn't in cryptocurrency mining? But you can see here that it is pretty much meant for about 4 cards. I think if you really tried, you could get a 5th, but no more than 5 on here. So if I, you know, had a larger 3D printer, or if you have one, you can print larger pieces, meaning you'll get more space out of it. But that's kind of how it works out, and I'm happy with it. So other than that, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, seeing the final build. Make sure to be subscribed to the channel so you can see our live streams of the stats and mining and all that to stay up to date on this rig. And if you have any questions about this or anything else, make sure to leave a comment down below, or check out the Discord at the link in the description below. But other than that, please like, share, and subscribe to my Bitcoin Tips YouTube channel to learn more about spending, collecting, earning, and investing different types of cryptocurrencies. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.